Hello, gorgeous and beautiful souls. My name is Eliza Mozal. I am a spiritual mentor and I help souls on their spiritual journeys to raise their vibration permanently. And I talk a lot about that stuff over here. So it's awesome to have you here. And in today's video, I'll be talking about a very important stuff that you absolutely cannot skip if you want to raise your vibration permanently and if you want to grow into your divine soul purpose, if you want to become very clear about what is it and become 100% in alignment with that divine purpose of yours. So without a further ado, I'm just gonna crack on straight and I'm gonna go straight into the core of that message. And the core of that message is that in order to raise your vibration permanently, you cannot do that while you are depending on the source of love from outside of yourself. The truth is that each time you are expecting something or someone gave you love or help you feel loved from outside in, you are denying the fundamental truth. You are believing in a lie that the love of yourself for yourself lies out there. The fundamental truth is that you are divine being of light. You come from source and you are love. You have been created from love, through love and by love. Therefore you've always been and you always will be love. So each time you are seeking for that validation, approval from outside of yourself, you're turning away from the truth. You're just literally choosing to be blind and choosing to go back to the old ways. And if this is the case for you here and now, that's okay. That's absolutely okay and not fine. Just be sure that this is a part of your journey, something that you are moving away from to your next stage, to the next season of your gorgeous and amazing journey, because you are worth it. And I'll be talking here a little bit about that. Number one is that the reason for it is that when you love yourself unconditionally for who you are and as you are, when you don't feed on others people's opinion and approval, when you are your own source of love, of that juicy feeling of warmth and love, your energetic vibrational frequency goes up times 1,000. There is absolutely no denial about that. There is nothing and no one more sexy, attractive and beautiful than a person who truly and deeply love themselves for who they are. And yes, we are living in times where we're going through a huge energetic shifts, and lots of things happen / lots of things doesn't happen that we think they should. And our love for ourselves can fall a little bit off the horse. But if you know exactly how to pick yourself up, shake it off and get back on that horse, it's all okay, it's all fine. You see, sometimes people think, and that was the part of my journey in the past. I thought that if I have a day when I don't feel too good in my own body, where I don't feel too good in my own skin, I'm not doing self-love anymore, I do not love myself anymore, blah, 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 what's wrong, let me find what's wrong, how can I fix it? No, that's not how it is. Everything is okay and fine. It's the same as self-esteem. Self-esteem is what you think and feel about yourself. It's your own esteeming system that tells you exactly, from you to you, it tells you exactly that you are just priceless, that you are wonderful, beautiful and amazing as you are, exactly the way you are. It tells you your inherent worth despite your humanity. despite having a bad day, despite of, making mistakes, despite going off the track here and there. That's all fine and okay, because through your self-esteeming system how to pick yourself up, get your gorgeous shit together, and get back on that horse where you feel entirely when you are in your power, when you feel your love for yourself. And if something outside of you doesn't happen in the best way, that's all fine and okay. You're gonna deal with that anyway, anyhow. And if you want to know a little bit more about golden self-esteem, I'm gonna link it below, because it is a beautiful tool that anyone who never felt too good about themselves can use on their healing and spiritual growth journey to raise their vibration permanently, use as a step, of going up with that vibration. So loving yourself takes your energetic vibrational frequency times 1,000, times 5,000. Especially now in these times when everything we think and feel inside of us manifests outside of us so much faster. And I'm not talking maybe used to take you to manifest something in, let's say, 5 days or 5 months, and now it's happening in in a day or something like that. I'm talking literally, things are literally nearly there. I'm thinking of something, I am being that exactly which I want to be. For example, wholeness, right? I want to feel whole. I want to be in the power of my origin. I want to feel that cosmic Shekinah, being here and now, working through me, showing me all that knowledge and beauty that she showed me in my meditations. And literally within minutes I am that. Within minutes I feel, and that is happening. I feel my own power growing, expanding and glowing, and things are happening, which is beautiful and absolutely amazing. So right now exactly is the absolutely most exciting time in our lives, when earth and consciousness, everything is shifting to another vibration, to another dimension. It is absolutely ideal time for us to step up in the game of self-love, remembering that there is no way of us shifting from 3D to 5D, from duality into pure bliss and love, when we don't fully love and accept ourselves. And self-love, it has nothing to do with being perfect. Self-love has nothing to do with looking the way those famous Instagram pictures are. It has nothing to do with being extremely hard on yourself to get results. It has nothing to do with forcing yourself to work out so you can become the person that deserves love. All of that are the old false stuff, faulty lies that we absolutely do not have to believe in any longer. Herbal tea, highly recommended. Yes. The funny slash not funny part in all of this, that if you weren't looking for that video and that message of self-love, but you are finding yourself sitting down and watching that video and listening and soaking it all in, your guides have led you to the message that you're supposed to hear, the message that it is for you. And it is so easy. It is so easy for us to be tough and hard on ourselves. It is so easy for us to forget that everything we've ever wanted and needed is already deep within, because we've been conditioned to constantly seek outside of ourselves everything that we need. So when you are a kiddo and you are watching a bedtime story, it has a commercial before and after, and it tells you that in the order for you to be happy or have a beautiful childhood, adventure or playing games with others, you need that item and you need that thing and you need that. That you constantly need things outside of you instead of going inwards. And I'm not saying that everything you've ever watched has this message, but let's be honest with ourselves. I turn on your TV if you still have TV. I don't have it. Turn on your TV and look what is it there. You know, the message is constantly, you are not okay without our product. That's the message that we hear out there. So right now, in this most exciting time in our lives, it is right now time to say no, enough is enough. I am shifting away from all these lies, from all that bullshit. It served me on this old part of my journey. It made its purpose. It helped me see things as I was growing and learning, and now it is time to shift into something totally different and new. And the thing that it is totally different and maybe new to you is to literally sit down with yourself, especially when you are uncomfortable with any feeling, emotion, or sensation that you have within your body, and sit within that fire. The biggest act of self-love is when you stop running away from yourself and from what you are going through. You just got to remember and acknowledge that you are not your thoughts. You are not your feelings and emotions. You are not your body. You are not your past. You are not your boyfriend's girlfriend. You are not your, excess, ex. You are not your debts. You are not, the owner of that current house. You are so much more. You are infinite being of light. You are magnificent. You are a huge, unlimited amount of love, light, and joy. You are the observer who decided that in this lifetime, in this shape and form, it's going to experience all of that, to learn and grow and give and share. And as beautiful as that sounds, we have got to go, especially in 3D dimension, 3D lives, we had to go through all that unpleasant stuff, through all that things that we looked as bad, unpleasant, and all of it. All that stuff, all these old energies, unprocessed traumas, unprocessed emotions, feelings, things that happened, all the shoulds and shouldn'ts, lots of that stuff is trapped within your body. When you sit down with yourself, especially when you feel uncomfortable, and instead of running away from yourself and turning to your boyfriend or girlfriend and asking them, oh, by the way, do you love me? Do you really love me? How much you love me? And all that stuff. Instead of doing that, or instead of turning into drugs, alcohol, sex, shopping, all that stuff that I've done and abused and overused in the past, so I can feel a little bit of love because I was that much shut away and separated from the truth that it is within me. When you decide to love yourself no matter what, you sit down in that fire of pain, and your mind is gonna try to distract you, and you keep on going back to your body, to feeling these sensations. I explained how to do that exactly in a previous video with 3 very important divine messages for these present current times. So if you want to watch it, I'm gonna link that somewhere here. Yeah, I'm gonna link that somewhere here, so feel free to watch this video till the end and then come back and watch it, because it might contain another message that your guides would like you to see. So when you are totally starting to change and shift your life, and instead of running away from yourself, from what needs to be seen and acknowledged, you are literally changing your whole life. Your whole vibration is going to shift and go up massively, especially when it doesn't feel comfortable at the beginning. Because you see, the key to raise your vibration is to become comfortable with uncomfortable, is to become comfortable with those moments when you feel like, oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna shake and literally set myself on fire because it's so unpleasant. But this is all these feelings and emotions feelings, emotions, energy in emotions that they're trying to go through your body so they can be seen, acknowledged, and released. When you are relying on your conscious breath, when you let that breath fill you entirely with space and love, this is the most fundamental act of self-love you can give for yourself. Be present with yourself, with what you think and feel, with who you are right now, and just acknowledge, just be that observer. Let yourself be and go through that healing process, because it's all going to be a healing process before you're gonna raise that vibration of no matter what's going on, I love myself, and no matter what you will say or not say is not going to change that. This is the most powerful thing you can do for yourself, and as absurd it might sound to you, it is a very simple, although it might be very difficult for some of you, especially at the beginning, and that's fine and that's okay. 5-6 days ago, I was sitting again in that fire, and I know that it's gonna come again. Why? It's not because the reason for it is that when we are taking away all these layers of ego, all these layers of past mind-driven selves, when we take these layers off, when we peel them away more and more, the more lessons come to us, the more deeply rooted feelings and emotions that they were somewhere trapped in us come up to the surface. When it comes up to the surface, it is ready to be seen and released, which is absolutely phenomenal. When you cannot reach some feeling and emotion within you, you are not ready, that feeling is not ready. There is a little bit more on your journey that you have to go through to be able to go there. I hope that makes sense, guys, and I hope you can benefit greatly from that video. In order to raise your vibrational frequency up permanently to a higher level, self-love has got to become your daily habit, has got to become your daily bread, until it becomes your air, until it comes to you just effortless. And it's not about you comparing yourself with others, absolutely not. It's not about you measuring, okay, so how many days, months, and how many hours do I have to do that? Not at all. The only thing it matters is here and now, and the quality of your presence with yourself, which is going to result with your self-love growing from inside out of you more and more and more. And once you are raising your that frequency higher and higher, your energy, it just makes you shine. It just makes you be exactly who you are. That being of light, filled with love and joy. All you want to do when you wake up is to meditate and then just dance. Let your body take over entirely. Be free. Don't force anything. And when your mind tells you and tries to force you to gain some kind of control, oh, when is that gonna happen? When he's gonna come into my life? When she's gonna say this and that? You know you are not your mind. You can shift away and go back to this present moment, loving yourself as you are, exactly the way you are. Guys, if you've got any value whatsoever from that video, I would appreciate if you would hit the like and leave the comment below. If you feel like there was an energetic exchange happening here, I'm going to appreciate every single one of you's donations. This is my divine soul's purpose, to provide you guys with everything you need so you can expand your awareness of your divine soul's purpose, so you can become 100% in alignment with who you truly are and why you are exactly here and now. Okay, guys, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for all the love and comments I'm receiving already. I'm gonna send you my love and light, and keep on exploring, and see you soon in my next video. Mwah.